Hi guys, this is GSMDome.com and I'm here with the Sony Ericsson Xperia Arc S for a full review of this beautiful device. This is a slight upgrade to the Xperia Arc that was launched later this year, and what it brings as extra is a more powerful CPU, in case you're wondering, and also a new version of Android, and also the camera feels a bit more powerful. And now let's get to the specifications. For one thing, the device measures 8.7 millimeters. It weighs 117 grams, so there's not much difference from the original model. The device's screen is a 4.2-inch unit with a resolution of 480 over 854 pixels. It's also an LCD screen with Sony Mobile Bravia technology that does a perfect job. As you can see, it's very bright and beautiful. It's looking quite nice. Also, the device comes with a Qualcomm Snapdragon single-core CPU, but this time it's a 1.4 GHz CPU, not the 1 GHz of the Xperia Arc. We also have a microSD card slot inside, 1 GB of internal memory, of which 320 MB are usable. There's also 512 MB of RAM, in case you're wondering, plus HSDPA connectivity, DLNA, Bluetooth 2.0 and Wi-Fi. The device also has a camera at the back, an 8 megapixel camera sensor. That's pretty powerful and pretty impressive. Other than that, we have Android 2.3.4, and this device was also promised an upgrade to Ice Cream Sandwich in 2012. The handset also comes with stereo FM radio. There's also HDMI on board and noise cancelling technology. Its battery is a lithium polonium 1500 mAh battery. Should provide about 7 hours of talk time or about a day of usage. And as far as the design goes, the handset stays the same, as I said. Under the screen we can find the physical Android buttons. At the bottom of the device, nothing. On the left side we have this audio jack. On the right side we have the micro USB port and the volume button and the tiny camera button. At the top finally we have the on-off button and the HDMI port that's available right here. So pretty cool that we have an HDMI port, but sadly the phone doesn't come with a HDMI cable, so that's little use. Finally, at the back we have the camera with its flash and the Xperia logo. Okay, now let's get to the software. As I said, this device runs Android 2.3.4, so it's an upgrade from Xperia Arc that only ran Gingerbread. This one brings, aside from other stuff, 3D panorama feature for the camera and a couple of new widgets and functions. Now let me just show you some of these widgets. Here we are, with some of the widgets included here. We have music widgets, calendars, all sorts of clocks, image frames, Facebook, Twitter, Android Market, news and weather and whatnot. For example, let's try to attach a calendar. Here we are. The calendar is synced with my Google account, as is the phone. So here's the phone section and here's the contact section. It has synchronized all of my Google contacts. Also synced is Gmail and Google Maps and calendar. If you want to have a look at the calendar, here we are, with everything that's happening today, yesterday, tomorrow and other stuff. It's also synced with Facebook. As usual, on top of Android we have the two famous layers from Sony Ericsson. There's the Mediascape that you can see right here. It has all of my pictures and videos in a vertical scrolling interface, so I can have a look at them. And the same thing is done with social networking. My Twitter and Facebook account are shown thanks to Timescape. So this is Mediascape for pictures and Timescape for social interactions. Here's the main interface for Timescape. It shows the tweets, it shows the texts, the Facebook statuses and what people are doing. It also shows the missed calls and the main area for every one of them gathered together. Okay, now let's listen to some music. We got a new Rammstein album The volume is very impressive, sorry. The speaker is placed here. As you have already heard, the volume is very powerful. We also have some options here. Have playlists. Let's see what else we have. Of course, there are sound settings like the X Loud, and of course the already famous equalizer that we also saw on a couple of other devices. Here it is, the equalizer. So the audio section is checked. Now let's go to the video one. Try some video playback. Here we are, video playback. A sample from the movie Sunshine. The device does MP4 video, keep that in mind. It doesn't support DivX, so you have to work with MP4, not AVI. Of course, you can also do some YouTube playback if that's what you fancy. For example, this Christmas medley.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you too. Now let's try the browser. As you can see, there's a bit of lag going on when you open too much stuff at the same time. Let's enter GSMDome.com and see how the device behaves. Here's the virtual keyboard. We also have an option to use swipe, but not today. So here we are. This is GSMDome.com. I've just zoomed in, and now let's try some landscape viewing. It looks pretty cool, pretty easy to scroll, so the browsing experience is nifty. I also have a favorite contacts widget right here, in case you're wondering. You can also create folders, such as this one. You can simply either drag items on top of each other, or choose to create straight up a new folder with nothing inside, and place items in it afterwards. Okay, other stuff to show you. You already saw the social networking, timescape, and it's time for the photo section. A great camera, as I said. Let's use this little battery. Take a quick photo. Here we are. The camera is very quick. Some people have been saying that this is in fact the same sensor as on the iPhone 4S. I can't confirm or deny that. Here's the level of detail. Pretty impressive. You can even show the rust on a battery. And these are some other shots I've taken. Some beautiful images. And now let's see the options of the camera. We have here capture mode, normal mode, smile recognition. This is the main resolution and megapixel. There's also touch focus. There's also the scenes, the flash options. And here are some more. Focus mode, white balance, image stabilizer, and here's the gallery of the photos I've taken. Quite colorful ones. Also video playback is brilliant. This is my favorite photo of the bunch, taken with this handset. Incredible colors, as you can see. So the camera is very good. It rivals with the one on Samsung Galaxy S2, that's my personal favorite when it comes to handset cameras. And let's see what else we have here. Of course, there's Android Marker, there's the calendar I shown you earlier, there's maps, as usual for all the Android devices. Here we are in maps, looking great as usual. Of course, there's Gmail with the usual simplistic interface. I really can't wait for this device to receive Android 4.0. I think it would behave great. There's Track ID, that's sort of a Shazam app. that you can use. There's the 3D panorama that you can take using this handset. You simply stitch the photos together by doing a panorama view of your surrounding area. So that's pretty nice as well. And now let's see some of the apps I have installed. For one thing, I have an Hbo app. So it says welcome to Hbo. This is the official Hbo app. It shows the shows in my area, the TV shows, the movies, news, and what's happening around me. It's for Central and Eastern Europe. So it's for Hungary, Romania, Bulgaria, and a couple more countries. So we have a news section, as you can see. Top news, Hbo original, a movie list by title or categories, movies, series, documentaries, other programs. There's also a search option. As I said, there's a news. Let's try to click one of the Hbo original segments. See this one. It's more focused on news. Let's try to enter the series, find out details about it. Game of Thrones, a very good show if you're into medieval stuff. Waiting for it to load, seems to take a while. This Hbo app is pretty intensive when it comes to resources, I'll give you that. Seems to be stuck a bit. And here we are, it reset it and changed the language on its own. So all you guys behind this Hbo app, please keep in mind that it has some problems. Here is the main slider with the main information in the app and the main shows that will be on Hbo, at least in Romania. And hopefully it won't reset on us again. We have some interviews, the likes of Cameron Diaz and other stuff like that. And now I'm going to show you a game. As you can see, the phone is lagging a bit, so that's a pretty bad thing. That's why I haven't installed the Task Killer. If you want to find out differences between this model and the Xperia Arc, I can say them right from the start. It's all in the CPU. The CPU is a bit more powerful now, from 1 GHz to 1.4 GHz. The camera is also a bit better, or so it seems to me. Android is fresher. This is a gangster game from Glue Mobile. You can create your own gang, shoot people around, hire new members, buy stuff. Here's the crib, here's the money. I just collected some payment from someone. Here's the hood, and this is my gang with my boys. You can also equip some guns. You can take that to the hospital if they have problems. When this gun symbol appears, you can assign people to go and shoot other people and fight in the hood. So it's a pretty violent game for street toughs. And this is a duel between gang members. You simply aim and shoot. There are various upgrades for your pistols. Anyway, a game that's not for children. As you can see, we have life meters here, and I just defeated the enemy. You get street respect. You get level upgrades. You also have an HQ upgrade. You have homies. You can do some workout if you want. Okay, enough about this violent game. Let's get back to the phone. As I said, this is an upgraded Xperia Arc that keeps the same design, the same amount of RAM, the same internal memory, but upgrades the processor, and the camera feels a little bit better. So overall the experience is improved, and if you didn't get a powerful Xperia this year, this is the model to get, especially considering it will get Android ice cream sandwich early next year. Okay guys, this is GSMDome.com. Hope you like the review of this beautiful handset, and I'll be back with a couple more phones in the following days. Bye bye.